This is a Samsung Galaxy A10e, and this is the Moto G7. Both have similar designs from the front, with similarly shaped notches, larger chins, and even the same screen-to-body ratio of 81.4%. However, from the back, the Galaxy A10e has a plastic back, while the Moto G7 has a glass back. There's also no fingerprint scanner on the Galaxy A10e. On the Moto G7, it is right here on the back. Also, looking at the camera bumps, it is much bigger and protrudes more on the Moto G7 than on the Galaxy A10e. The display of the Moto G7 is 6.2 inches at a 1080 by 2270 resolution, while the one on the Galaxy A10e is 5.8 inches at a 720 by 1560 resolution. You can definitely notice the difference in resolution. Colors are noticeably more vibrant on the display of the Moto G7. The same goes for colors in pictures taken by the Moto G7. It tends to oversaturate colors, while the Galaxy A10e tends to leave them a little bit too dull. The Moto G7 has a 12 megapixel camera with an f1.8 aperture, while the Galaxy A10e has an 8 megapixel camera with an f1.9 aperture. Neither of them have optical image stabilization. The Moto G7 has a dual camera, although the secondary camera is only for depth information, while the Galaxy A10e has a single camera. In terms of video, the Moto G7 can take 4K video, while the Galaxy A10e can only take 1080p video. Here are both the phones compared in video. In pretty low light, the sun is setting, and the Samsung Galaxy A10e has the Samsung Exynos 7884, while the Moto G7 has the Qualcomm Snapdragon 632. Both are octa-core processors using the Big Little architecture, although the Moto G7 has 4 high-powered and 4 low-powered cores, while the A10e has 2 high-powered and 6 low-powered cores. The 632 also has a higher clock speed of 1.8 GHz compared to 1.6 GHz. While the A10e did seem more optimized to open system apps, when it comes to heavier apps, the Snapdragon 632 is much more powerful. The Moto G7 also has more RAM with 4GB compared to 2GB on the Galaxy A10e. When it came to the Geekbench Benchmark, the G7 was only slightly higher than the Galaxy A10e, with 1254 for single core compared to 1163. However, there is a much bigger difference in multi-core, with the Moto G7 getting 4750 compared to 3581. While the Galaxy A10e comes with Samsung's One UI, the Moto G7 comes with closer to stock Android. This means that both softwares look different in terms of the user interface, and also the Samsung phone comes with Samsung apps, while the Moto G7 comes with Google apps. However, some of these Samsung apps can be uninstalled. This also means that the Galaxy A10e comes with Bixby instead of Google Assistant. You can still get Google Assistant on the A10e, however it is not as deeply integrated with the user interface as it would be on the Moto G7 by default. Samsung's One UI does come with some features that the Moto G7 does not have. It has a dark mode. It also comes with an easy mode, which could be helpful as some people at this price point may be getting their first smartphone. The Galaxy A10e also comes with gesture navigation, where you swipe up from either the center, right, or left of the display, and you can activate the home button, multitasking, or the back button. The Moto G7 does also sort of have this with their one button navigation option. However, this is still a button that you press to go home, swipe one way to go back, the opposite direction to switch apps, and swipe up to go into multitasking. The Moto G7 also comes with some other actions called Moto Actions. There's also a manual display rotation feature that is activated by default on the Moto G7.